What's going on, Escapees? Ryan Meeks here. We are at Greenpointe at Eastmark, which is a Landsea home community. It is shaping up to be something that's really nice if you have a little bit of a lower budget, if you're not looking to spend, $1 million, if you're only looking to spend anywhere from $470 up to $510, and that is all in. You can land one of these homes here, and they have some special financing going on through June 30th of 2023. So if you close before June 30th, 2023, and they do have options to do that with some quick move-in homes. And these are mostly all going to be quick move-in homes, by the way. I did just confirm, yes, these are all spec'd out. So basically, you do not get to go to the design center. They will have everything selected for you. So just something to keep in mind if you are interested in this community. Now, it's a great lock and leave community. So if you're looking for a second home without breaking the budget, like I said, $470 to $510, this will work out really well for you. We're going 1,500 square feet up to about 1,800 square feet on these homes. We have 3 two-story homes, 1 single-story home. And in today's video, we're gonna check out 2 of their two-story homes. One is called the Citron. Actually, we're gonna go through 3. We got a bonus third one here: Cyan, Citron, and I believe the Chartruese. So we're gonna go check these out. Without further ado, let's take a look at this neighborhood and go through these. Here's the sales office that you always get to walk into. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going into one of these, before you walk through that door, make sure you have a representative, someone that has your needs, your desires in mind, and your best interest, and is looking out for you. So walk in with a realtor. It says that right there. Actually, it doesn't say that on their door. But in this particular community, you can probably walk in without me, and they'd be cool with letting me represent you. So here is just a taste of what the community is going to look like, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the homes are a little bit closer together. It's very low maintenance as far as the yards and what you'll have to put in. So like I said, $127 is going to be your HOA fees per month. And they do, have pretty much every amenity you can ask for here. Skate park, they have a resort-style pool that's heated in the winter. So, if you just want to come down here during the winter, you can enjoy that pool. They have a splash pad as well. That's only open in the summer, though. They have Steadfast Farm, which is an organic farm that you can basically walk into the farmhouse, pay yourself. It's on the honor system. So that shows you what type of clientele you're going to have here. And it's just Eastmark is the largest Arizona master plan community, or since 2011 it's been popping off. So this is a great neighborhood to be in. All right, so let's look at this house here. First floor, you can see, it's pretty nice. So you have your living space, which goes into your kitchen. And, you got some stuff going on over here. What do we got here? Maybe a pantry. Nice little pantry right here. That's going to be the door to the garage and to the sales office, so I'm not going to enter in there. Here's where you can store, your apocalyptic water storage there. And then we have a bathroom right here. So first floor, half bath, always nice when you have guests over. Let's go check out this backyard. Oh man, this is looking really cool. You have a little bit of space here, which I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think you had any space on these homes here. So let's check this out. Yeah, look at this. So what you could do here to the backyard. This is going to be an aftermarket thing. These yards are unfortunately not going to come complete, but if you want to do some simple irrigation here, you're looking at about $6,000 to get this yard done in the back. Throw some irrigation in here, throw some plants, throw some turf. So yeah, really nice. You can see you got the 1 AC unit on the side here. And how about this view? Here's that skate park I was telling you guys about. I've been to the skate park before. I didn't realize this community was right next to it. So skate park, you do have an LDS church in the background there. So if you're LDS, that'll work out for you. Here's a view of this home. All right, let's go check out the upstairs. See here, this is going to be like quartz countertop with a blue subway tile backsplash. Shaker cabinets, which I still love. No complaints for me on those. Woo, excuse me. Never sneezed on video before. 9-foot ceilings. You have speakers in here as well. And let's go upstairs. Nice 8-foot entrance door as we walk in. And Landsea's all about living green. So they're trying to make these homes as green as possible. You go into the sales office, they don't have any paper flyers, things like that. So I don't know if they're just trying to save on costs or if they're really just truly going green. But that is their motto here, is live green, and you know, try to make this as energy efficient for you. You can see some things here, energy savings. You can go through their website and get more information on that if you want. So going into this bathroom, nice and quaint. Use the word quaint quite a bit, but you have the two sinks there, pretty close to each other. But hey, you got two sinks up here for your guests and a bathroom. And these rooms aren't super huge, but they're pretty good size. And you know what I really like about being up here, as opposed to a lot of these Taylor Morrison homes that I go into and check out, is you got 9-foot ceilings. They actually feel taller than 9 feet. There's a really tall rooms here. So not super huge, but they'll do. And one of the things I want to tell you guys that, you know, I walk into all these new builds and you see these can lights that they have, and I recommend getting some can lights, guys. If you're getting a new build, spend the money, get the can lights, because you get one light on a fan and then you get like a lamp or something on the side, and it really doesn't light up the room that well at night. So that's my recommendation. Another thing you can do that's kind of cool is hang a pendant light right here rather than a ceiling fan. That kind of gives it that bling look. Look at this view to the south. We have the Santan Mountains right here. Straight ahead we have the sort of what you call the, I think like the Premier at Eastmark, some apartments over there. And then to the left we have Eastmark High School right there. All right. But yeah, check out this skate park. This is super cool. So that's called a pump ramp right there, or a pump track. Let's get off that window there. So that's for bicycles. And that's a lot of fun. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm thinking about breaking out the Haro and getting over there. So look at this bathroom, pretty big. Tiled floor here as we walk in. Good size shower. It's not a super shower, but it's a good size. And a good sized master closet here. So that is that. You're gonna have your air handler up there, guys. Just so you know, air handlers are in the attic here in Arizona most of the time, unless you're getting some kind of custom home where they're putting it in a closet. Having the air handlers in the attic is, you know, it's gonna be a little bit warmer up there in the attic. So just something to keep in mind. If you had the choice of having your air handler not in the attic, would definitely recommend finding a spot for it if you're building a custom home on that first floor inside of the house. All right, heading on to the next one. Let's fast forward this. So we're going into the Citron now. Thinking the Citron's gonna be a little bit larger. Looks like they all have this entrance on the side as well. And what I like about these is you're not going through the back for the garages, where a lot of communities like the one I live in for Power Ranch, which is Power Ranch for instance, is you know, that has the alleyway in the back with the garage access and everything. So this actually has a nice little backyard, and most of those homes in Power Ranch have like a side yard. So very similar to this house, but I like how these have a little bit of a backyard, more private, as well as a garage into the, coming in from the front. I'll tell you what, I cannot talk today, I'll be honest. struggling to find the words. It's getting late. Just had some family in town visiting, and takes a lot out of you. So this is a little bit of a bigger area here, and I really like how the stairs are pretty much part of the living room there. Accentuates the whole downstairs. Really looks nice, especially if you get that all dressed up with some sort of like steel staircase. That'd be pretty cool. You know, the rails, not the stairs themselves. You don't want steel stairs. Kids might fall down that, hurt themselves. So you got a little block action going on the backsplash here. Look at this kind of square blocks. Woo. Some under mount lighting there. Under cabinet lighting. Let's go check out the backyard while we're down here. For those of you that are new to this channel, I got a bunch of videos where I'm walking through models, giving some pros and cons on living out here in the great state of Arizona, Phoenix metro area. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Would love to show you guys what it's all about here. One of the things I did just recently is actually, was it 2 days ago? Went to the Salt River, and we got a lot of water coming in. So that river's very high. It was a lot of fun. One of our friends, for some reason, didn't have a life jacket on her 10-year-old daughter, and that was a little bit of a disaster, and luckily crisis averted because she fell off in a very dangerous spot. So I always recommend wearing a life jacket when you're in any body of water and you're 10 years old. I wore one, and I'm 40, and I'm a pretty strong swimmer. But I did wipe out too. I wiped out right at the beginning. There's this turn that you go on, and it's no joke. So if you're coming here, even if you're going tubing and you're not kayaking or paddleboarding, make sure you wear a life vest. You probably didn't realize you were going to get lectured today, but definitely important. But a lot of fun. It was so much fun. You know, it is a lot of work because you have to park one car downriver, head back upriver, you know, take the trip. Then you're downriver, you got to drive back upriver. It's a little bit of a process, but there's a great group called 365 AC Adventures that kind of runs all these trips, and it's nice to join one of those Facebook groups and make some friends, and also, you know that there's people there with you that have your back. So check that out. Look at this loft here. That's kind of nice. Have some different color painting. You have green over here. Over here you have sort of a lighter color. Whew, I'm out of breath. I really need to stop talking, I know. So this room looks, yeah, maybe the same size as the other model. Here's some other things you can kind of see that they do here. These homes are pretty smart homes. They, you know, have the hubs in them and everything. So they deck these out with technology. You can see down here sort of what they did with the TV. So you're not seeing any cords, things like that. Although that TV's not a real TV. Okay, another room. Whew, flower deal there going on. 9-foot ceilings once again. Floor, look at that floor. These are cool, cool drawers. Oh. All right, so here's the next bathroom. So once again, gonna have 2.5 baths here. Heading over into the laundry room. You know, just enough space here to get the job done. Some cabinets up top, nothing behind the door, so definitely a little bit smaller. And then walking into our master. Love the wallpaper on the back here. We have some mirrors on the right, which really, man, that makes it look a lot bigger. You know, it's definitely an illusion, but when you're walking into the right, you see those mirrors, it just kind of opens everything up somehow. Believe it or not. Beautiful view to the south once again. Santan Mountain. They got a lot of stuff coming over here, guys, like to Eastmark, which I really feel like they should have built it quite a while ago. They have a large commercial space coming with a lot of more of your mom and pop restaurants rather than what Cadence did. Cadence over there, you know, with Burger King and Dunkin' Donuts, you know, just your places that, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, I'd rather see like what they did over in Gilbert with Spinato's Pizza, Belly, Undertow, you know, some fun, like, not national brands. We don't need that stuff here. I hate when I drive down the street and I see a new Taco Bell. And it's just like, I've not had Taco Bell. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I had Taco Bell. I really cannot. Taco Bell, you see a new McDonald's coming soon, McDonald's. It's like, oh, I'm so excited about this new McDonald's that's coming up. Great. Oh, anyways, that's my rant about fast food, guys. I don't know how you feel about that, but let me know in the comments if you, I don't know, if you eat fast food. I mean, I like food that's fast, but not specifically fast food. Chartruese says the most creative name of them all. The most letters. So walking into this 8-foot door, let's see what we got. Ooh, there's the railing I was telling you all about. That is the railing, look at that. Going up here, all the steel and metal. Goodness. Beautiful, looks great. Walking on in. So, kind of like the other one a little bit better. The last one we were in. Was it the Citron? But this works too. This is a cool setup. Look at this backsplash. Really into backsplashes lately, checking them out. So you can see there's gas in this community as well. I know that's important to some people, especially those that have certain religious aspects that need a gas cooktop. And believe it or not, there are people out there like that, so just keep that in mind. Stop talking about religion now. Got a half bath down here. You have a closet here. What's going on with this? Is this one of those like, ooh, we're gonna go on in and wrap around closet and put a little weird ball thing with a stick sitting there. All right, not sure what that's used for, but I'm just gonna get out of there. You can see you got your USB hubs on these plugs as well. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but you never have too many USB charging ports, that's for sure. It's a little bit more of a walk-in pantry. However, I feel like those shelves should be a little bit longer. Unless you want to, you know, play hide and go seek and actually get stuck in there and have some room to move around. Heading on upstairs. Ooh. Ooh, it's actually getting colder as I walk up here, so. Man, this is some cool little spots here, like a little area there, little desk. Then we have a loft to the right. And the master's behind me, but let's start over here. So you got a bigger laundry room. Okay. Oh, which goes into the master closet. I'm not gonna go in there yet, but just show you this. This is your data center in case you guys ever see this. It's got all of your Cat 5 cables. You're gonna have your router in here as well. And man, look at this thing just going crazy. Bunch of stuff that, you know, you're probably gonna have to call your kids and see how it works. All right. So here's the bathroom. That's what a bathroom looks like. Very nice. Little backsplash there. Told you I was in the backsplashes lately. Got a loft right here. Good size. Good place to keep the kids. And let's check out this room. This room, it's about the same size as all the other ones we've seen, so I don't think you're getting any larger rooms with any of the other models, or any of the models in particular. Just, you know, default size rooms. Heading on over here. Once again, default size room with a fan going. It's a nice breeze. It feels really cool in here. I like this light. I like those cacti as well. Take all the furniture out of here though, and all the decoration, and then you're left with some of these walls that are decorated so nicely and painted so nicely. And the room looks pretty bare, and it's tough if you don't have that eye for design to try to recreate what they did. I like these mirrors. Those are cool. I don't know how you guys feel about the mirrors, but I liked them. Heading on over here. We're gonna check out that master bedroom I was telling you about a second ago. Here we go. They got some cool design done on the wall there. I've seen some people try to like DIY that stuff, and they go to sell their house and it's like falling off the wall. Not good. Look at this view, you know? You need some inspiration while you're doing your biz. That's pretty cool. You can wave to the kids on the pump track. So we got a matching, this is the same backsplash I think as the other bathroom, and countertop and all that fun stuff. Got a tiled to the ceiling here, master shower. And you know, let's check this out. This is new. I haven't seen this kind of plastic dealio going on before, so that's kind of cool. You can actually open it there or open it over here. And I don't think I've seen that before. You can see it kind of like follows it, so that's kind of, yeah, you probably just have to adjust it a little bit better. But yeah, nice shower there. And then walking into the master closet. Really good size master closet, especially if you put some built-ins into this closet. And what I did not show you is that it walks into the laundry room. So Greenpointe here, if you guys are interested and you know you want to get into this, definitely definitely a great option. Great community, can't be beat. East Mesa, a lot of growth out here, very techy, tech corridor. I just put out a video as well for some other options if you guys aren't into what they have here. East Mesa options, you can check that out. But out here for a client who is looking right around the $500,000 range, and I think these might work for him. I wish they had a model of the one story, I'd run through it, but they do not. So this is gonna be it, guys. And if you are looking to move to the great state of Arizona and have any questions, please do reach out to me and schedule a Zoom, give me a call, shoot me an email.